Hello again, I'm Rahana, and we are playing more of Gakuen Heaven 2. We're on Sonoda's route, and this video will be a little messy. I didn't want to have a whole bunch of different saves all over the place and just be loading them as I go along to kind of skip the scenes that need to be skipped. I'm just actually going to use the skip function. And it might be good too to have a brief reminder of everything else that's going on in the background as well, because it's important, and it's been a while since we've seen it. If you've been following my Let's Play, you know I only included that stuff in the first playthrough, which was Tomo's, and skipped a lot of it with Joker. So it's being skipped again here, but it'll be skipped in such a way that you kind of see it blur by in the background there, and I'll kind of throw in a few words here and there about stuff. But I wanted to continue here. This day is going to be May 29th. It's the day where Yuki discovers that his armband is missing. It's also the day where he finds out that Tomo's the director of the school, and that the board plans to close the school. So there's all the surprises on this day. So it's a pretty plot-heavy day, but most of it will be skipped, and we'll just start from the very beginning here.
そろそろ動いていい。先日聞いた件については任せる。
So this is the scene that I think way back in Tomo's route I just showed Sakaki's little part and completely cut out the person he's talking to. Now I can show you who it is. So just as before, it's time to make a move. I leave the matter we discussed the other day to you.
お前の働きに見合うだけのことは約束しよう。
And you'll be paid properly as promised for your work.
これでいい。
This is good.
これでやっと。
Finally. And it's super brief. That's it.
よし、終わり。
And then we cut to Yuki. And this is actually a couple of days later. It doesn't show the update here, but it's in the top bar of the screen, which you can't see because I'm just recording the inside of the window here, but it's actually June 1st now. So, my bad. 29th is just where Sonoda and Sakaki talk about their plan, and then we skip ahead a few days. And I'm also going to skip ahead. That was Dr. Matsuoka noticing that Yuki's armband is missing, and you can see as you look at his character sprite, it is gone now. And we have the choice of who to talk to about it. Now we know, because we played Joker's route, that Sonoda is the person who stole it. But Yuki doesn't know that, and Yuki is going to go ask him about it.
園田さんに聞いてみようかな。
I'll go ask Sonoda.
今日の昼に学食のホールで園田さんに会ったしな。
Well, I met him in the cafeteria at lunch today.
昼ご飯を食べた時に、確か暑くてジャケットを脱いだような気が。
I feel like when I was eating lunch, it got hot and I took off my jacket.
もしそこで落としたなら、学食にあるかもしれないし。
So if I dropped it then, it might be in the cafeteria.
よし、行ってみよう。
Alright, I'll go.
腕章さあ、知らないな。
Armband? Who knows? I don't know.
落とし物とかにもありませんでしたか？
There's no lost and found around here?
だから知らないって。
I told you I don't know.
どこかに置き忘れたんじゃない？寮の部屋とか、教室とか。
Maybe you just forgot it somewhere, like your dorm room or in a classroom.
学食内の落とし物なら、入り口の隅にあるカゴに入ってるんじゃない？
If it was found in the cafeteria, it would be in the basket in the corner of the entrance.
あの10カゴですか？
So in the wicker basket over there?
ほとんどはゴミだけど、気になるなら漁ってみれば？
Most of it's junk, but if you're worried, why not try looking in there?
俺、明日の仕込みで忙しいんだけど、もういいかな。
I'm busy preparing for tomorrow, so I'm going now.
はい、忙しいのにすみません。
Sorry to bother you while you're busy.
一銭の得にもならないことで、時間取らせないでくれるかな。
Don't take up my time with stuff that won't make me money.
俺、お金にならない労働はしない主義だから。
My policy is to not make an effort unless I get money out of it.
じゃあまた。見つかるといいね。
Well, later. I hope you find it.
冷たい。
Oh, he was so cold.
分かってはいたけど、久々に冷たい園田さんを見たって感じだな。
Well, I don't really know, but I feel like it's been a long time since Sonoda's been so cold. Well, of course, you know, you could almost see a little bit that he was feeling a bit guilty there. He got a little bit blushy, talking, you know, very kind of short, grumpy, and excused himself very quickly. So there's our first hint of Sonoda as the villain, as we know, as we see Yuki interacting with him. Yuki doesn't know. We know. And that's the end of that little scene there.
やっぱりなかった。
I'm going to skip here. This is the part where he gets the letter from Keita about the potential closing of the school. They go to talk to the director. The choice here is to ask Joker and Chiba to take care of it, and this is the same as before because we were on Joker's route. We get in here. Here's Tomo. You can believe him or assume that he's joking. This time you have to assume that he's joking. And that's also a skip for me. I think it may not be if you're just playing, because if you played Tomo's route and then Joker's, I think in both of those you believe him. So there would be a little additional dialogue there, but it's not enough that it's worth showing this playthrough. And then here in the cafeteria, Yuki has the chance to decide, you know, do I talk to my friends about this problem that I have, or do I keep it to myself? So he's going to talk to them. And then there's the choice of what to do about the missing armband. Who are we going to talk to? Whose theory are we accepting? And my fan kind of realized this should have been included in this playthrough and not in Joker's. This is the one where Sonoda teases Yuki about having a male admirer in the school who may have stolen the armband as a trophy. Which is kind of interesting if you think about it, because now we know that Sonoda is the one that took it. Is he talking about himself? Or is this just some kind of unintentional coincidence in the story? I don't know. Alright, so here I'll stop skipping. And this is the point where Yuki has the opportunity to send an email to anyone of his choice about his concerns about the school closing. So, email Sonoda.
園田さんにメールしてみようかな。廃校のことを知らない分、他のデュラックの人よりは深刻にならずに済みそうだし。
Well, since he doesn't know about the school closing more than the other members of Duroc, because Joker and Chiba went along to meet Tomo, maybe it wouldn't be so serious. You know, kind of a heavy...
と、これでいいかな。
kind of heavy, sad, depressing email. He just wants to talk to somebody so he doesn't feel so bad about everything that's happened today. And I wonder if this is okay.
よし、そうしんと。
And sending it.
でも、そっけなかったから、メール送ったとしても無視されちゃうかもだけど。
But because he was so blunt before, even if I send an email, he may just ignore it.
来た!
And there's a mail.
お金がなくなったわけじゃないんだから、そんなに落ち込まなくてもいいんじゃない？案外、寝て起きたら見つかったりして。
And the subject is you're worrying too much. The email itself is, it's not like you're losing any money, so you don't have to be so depressed about it. You might be surprised, and when you wake up in the morning, you'll find it.
で、園田さんらしいな。事情を知らないからかもだけど、こういうところドライだよな。
Well, that's very much like him. It might be because he doesn't know the situation, so he's kind of harsh.
でも、返事もらえただけよしとするか。
But I'll be glad that he at least replied to me.
さ、もう寝るか。
And off to bed.
あれ、またメール？やけに重たいメールだな。
And this is the point where he gets the email with the video showing, now that we know Sonoda, stealing the armband off his jacket. And that's one of the remaining mysteries here. We don't know where that came from, who sent that. But, we will find out. I'm assuming we don't know that yet. I get all mixed up because some of the stuff toward the end of Joker's route and some of the stuff toward the end of Sonoda's route are very similar, and I get them mixed up in my mind when I think about them. I'm like, okay, this happened in this version, but not in that version. So I don't remember if we actually know who sent this message to Yuki, but I know for sure we will know by the end of Sonoda's route. So I'm also going to skip here. And we'll go to the next day. So this is June 2nd.
お腹の音で目が覚めてしまった。
The sound of my stomach woke me up.
はあ、人間って落ち込んでてもお腹は減るんだな。
Even when people are depressed, they get hungry.
食堂に行ってまずは腹ごしらえでもするか。
I'll go to the cafeteria first and eat something.
あちこちからカレーの匂い。
It smells like curry everywhere.
やっぱりカレー味の料理しかないんだよな。
After all, there's no food other than curry flavored.
気分を切り替えるためにいつもと違った朝ごはんを食べたかったけど。
And even though I wanted to eat something different for breakfast so I could change my mood. Huh? This plate right in front of me? Huh? What is this delicious looking breakfast? Is it a dream? Am I still dreaming? If it's not a dream, then the person doing this for me is...
Sonoda さん。
It's Sonoda!
何ですかこれ。
What is this?
エッグベネディクトとサラダのモーニングプレート。
It's a morning plate of eggs Benedict and salad.
昨日へこんでるメールが届いたから元気づけてあげようと思ってさ。
Since you sent that depressed email yesterday, I thought I would try cheering you up.
普段寮の食堂では料理しない主義なんだけど、今朝だけ特別に貸してもらった。
Well, normally my policy is not to cook in the dorm kitchen, but just this morning I borrowed it specially.
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
He is so excited. Somehow Sonoda seems like a god.
ああ、美味しそう。
It seems so delicious.
この卵がとろっとしてるのがエッグベネディクト。
This egg is all runny. Is this eggs Benedict?
このソースと卵のトロトロ感が卵料理の芸術品みたいに絶妙だ。
Oh my god, Yuki. The sauce and the syrupiness of the egg, it's perfect. It's like a work of art of egg cuisine.
サラダのドレッシングもいろんなフレッシュな味がして、これまた深い味わい。
And the dressing on the salad tastes so fresh. It's so flavorful.
園田さん、すごく美味しいです。
It's so delicious.
俺が作ったんだから当然だって。
Well, I made it, so of course it is.
どう？元気回復した？
How about it? Are you cheered up?
はい、もうすっかり。
Yeah, completely.
特にこのエッグベネディクトが最高でした。
And there's that horrible face that he thankfully only makes it food. Especially the eggs Benedict. It's awesome.
ポーチドエッグを割る瞬間なんかワクワクしちゃいましたよ。
I got so excited the moment I cut into the poached egg.
だろう？俺も子供の頃元気がない朝によく食べてたんだ。
Right? When I was a kid, I often ate it on mornings when I wasn't feeling too cheery. Keep that in mind for later.
子供の頃から自分で朝ごはん作ってたんですか？
You've been making your own breakfast since you were a kid?
もちろん。
Of course.
自分で作ることも多かったけど、父の得意料理だったんだ。
I made it a lot by myself, but it was my father's specialty.
へえ。
憂鬱なことがある日や嫌なことがあった次の日はいつもこれを作ってくれたな。
He always made it on days I was depressed, or the day after something bad happened to me.
優しいお父さんですね。
What a nice father.
それはどうかな。
I
園
wonder.
田さんのお父さんだったらきっと料理上手なんだろうな。
Well, if he was your father, he must also have been really good at cooking.
もしかしてお父さんもコックさんなんですか？
Could it be he's also a cook?
さあ、今は何をしてるか知らないけど。
Who knows? I don't know what he's doing now. His expression changed. What does that mean? He doesn't know what his father's doing now. What does that mean?
それじゃ、さっさと食べて。
Well, hurry up and eat.
ありがとうございます、園田さん。こんな風に励ましてもらっちゃって、なんてお礼を言ったらいいか。
And he's gone. Yuki doesn't even realize. And Yuki says, well, thank you. I don't know what I should say and thanks for encouraging me like this.
ってもういないぞ。
Oh, he's gone.
ちゃんとお礼言いたかったのにな。
I wanted to give him my thanks.
って、ん？
Huh?
あれ、お皿の下に手紙が。
There's a letter under the plate.
もしかして園田さんから励ましの手紙だったりして。
Maybe it's a letter from Sonoda to encourage me.
普段は表に出さないけど結構優しいところあるのかも。
Well, he normally doesn't show it, but maybe he's actually really nice.
何
What is it? What is it?
モーニングプレート代。
For the morning plate.
請求書。
It's an invoice.
このセレブ朝食はサービスじゃなかったのか。
This fancy breakfast wasn't free.
さすが園田さんだ。
Just what I expect from Sonoda.
でもちょっと元気が出たかな。
Well, I did get a bit cheered up.
放送のチャイムだ。
Oh, it's the announcement chime.
本日午前8時30分より理事会主催の全校集会が開かれます。
And this is the thing that always happens about the assembly with the called by the board of directors.
全校集会。きっとあのことだよな。
I'm sure it must be about
よし
that.
俺にできることを頑張ろう。
So I'll do my best.
美味しい朝ごはんで元気も出たし。
This delicious breakfast has cheered me up.
ありがとう園田さん。
Thank you, Sonoda.
請求書付きだけど。
Even though it came with an invoice. So I will stop here because there's just so much skipping at this point that it's not worth skipping, and we're at 16, 17 minutes. That's good for a video. So next time we'll pick up with trying to choose Sonoda as your partner, and as you can imagine, that may be a little more difficult than trying to pair up with someone like Joker who thinks this is all great fun. But we'll save that for next time. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again.